Hi friends and parents. Today we're going to be working on some ball skills. Depending on where your child is, we're going to start at level 1 and work up from there. A lot of the children are very familiar with this. We use this every day in APE, but some of them are just at the place of where they're tapping the ball. If we say hit the ball, they're hitting the ball. If we say bounce the ball, we hold it for them and they swat the ball out of our hands so it goes to the ground. And that's great. They're familiar with the ball, they like the excitement, they like to see it bounce, and if that's where they're at, then that's great. Another skill that we can be working on is rolling. If you want to sit or kneel and play with your child as they roll the ball, they'd be sitting across from you, and the terms that we use is, let's say your child's name is Kevin. I'll roll the ball to Kevin, and I'll say, Kevin has the ball, and they'll get excited, they'll pat the ball, they'll tap it, and then I'll say my turn, and then they'll roll the ball back to me. Sometimes I have to reach in and take the ball, but that's how they're learning to play and interact with another person with the ball. So one more time, I'd say, Kevin has the ball. I repeat, my turn, and hopefully they push it back to me. If not, I reach in and take it from them. Do that several times so they get the idea, and once they have that, they'd be ready to move on. I'll go ahead and get up now. The next level that some of our kids are at is just bouncing the ball by themselves. We want to start about chest high, and they push it and catch it right here about chest level. Some of the prompts you might want to use is push harder, because some of them will just let it drop. So push it to the ground and catch. Push it to the ball and catch. We want to try to get them to catch with their hands, not to their chest. But if they're catching it with their chest, that's still great. We just want to move on eventually till where they're using their hands. After that, it can be to toss the ball up in the air and catch it by themselves, just to where it's barely above their head so they can still see it, but they're throwing it up and catching. The next level in the progression would be bouncing it to another person. I don't have another person to do it with me, so I'm going to bounce it to the camera. We're going to start at chest level. I take a step forward, my elbows go up like a bird, and I'm going to push the ball. Again, I'll say, Kevin has the ball, and then I'll say, my turn. I want to grab it with my hands, but many of our kids are cradling it into their chest. So that's what we're working on, is to try to catch it hands only. So again, I take a step forward with my dominant foot, my elbows come up like a bird, and I'll throw the ball. Kevin has the ball, and then back to me, my turn. Next one is dribbling, and that's as far as we'll go today. What we're working on is for them to stand up as tall as they can, and they're pushing the ball to where it goes about waist height when it comes back. Standing still or moving in a direction. No specific direction, wherever the ball happens to go, as long as they can keep that ball bouncing. A lot of the kids start going here because they have more control. So we'll say stand up tall, or you can have them go next to a wall so the ball can't get away. So if this was a wall, I could put them right here, because it kind of gives them a space limitation on where they can go with the ball. So we don't care which hand that they're dribbling. They're dominant, back and forth, two hands, whatever they can do and whatever they're having fun with, just enjoy it, have a good time, and I will talk to you later.